just ended up having a mild touch of the spectrum.
It's okay. I like it when you go off on a rant about something you're passionate about.
Well, this is why when like people defy me on that note, I'm like, I don't know. I will talk about a bunch of bullshit until someone stops me.
I rarely stop you because I usually enjoy those conversations. What are you
Right.
doing, Pinch?
I'm trying to get my charger. I got it.
Why didn't you start off with it plugged in?
Because I was too busy picking up every single tiny piece of tissue off the bed because you had a tissue in your pocket
I'm so sorry.
that went through the laundry.
Ooh.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the laundry was too full and didn't all get dry.
No.
So a ton of it has to be rewashed.
I'm sorry, babe. Do you need me to give you a hand?
No, I was just sitting in the laundry basket to be done later.
Do you want me to bring it downstairs?
Nah.
She's just staring at it with a forlorn expression.
Do you need
Nah.
me to get you a drink or anything?
Nah.
Restart?
Nah.
Alright, but I'm not going to do it later while we're in the thick of it.
That's okay.
I've planted myself at my desk, and here is where I will remain for the rest of the evening.
This is where Cap dies.
This is my hill. Yes.
So, when we last left off, y'all had been able to defeat the Lord of Shatterskull Pass by severely injuring his leg and making him just stop. I'm done.
I think it was also sort of shame of being glitter bombed.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
had
too.
something to do with it. Are you fucking kidding me? I am going to get defeated by some fucking art supplies.
Glitter.
This is how I go down, huh? So that was pretty sad of him. And at this point, you had recovered all the slaves and gotten 5 guards who were just like, whatever. We don't get paid enough for this shit. You have tactfully not informed them that they are going to be sacrificed in a dark ritual.
All right. So, question: the creature that we killed, the one that looks sort of like a fucked up giant spider.
Yeah, the face thing.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, it was called the matron, and you said something about familiar. So the thought that occurs to me is this thing is a giant familiar of some powerful wizard somewhere else who's able to see through it.
Yes.
Okay. So now, Salandra was invisible for the entire fight. At least until the damn thing was dead. Clementine was an earth elemental.
Yes.
Was it? And I think that there was a wall of stone concealing Holt for most of it.
For most of it, and I think when I first crossed the wall of stone, I was a wolf.
So
That's funny. So this matron doesn't actually know who any of you were.
Yeah.
I
Completely
believe,
by accident.
So, well, I mean, I wasn't invisible by accident, but yeah,
Well,
but the wall of stone actually, Clementine's wall of stone might have saved our asses as far as that goes.
What
Yeah,
can I say except you're welcome?
because like the matron could definitely see invisible targets, but that doesn't mean it can. That doesn't mean it knows what you look like.
Oh, yeah, I also had non-detection, so that cancels the any divination spell.
Right.
So, nice combination of things.
So she's gonna have a really hard time tracking you down.
As long as we get the hell out of Dodge. Yep.
that's all on you, dear. Mom.
About to say, how are you gonna transport all these people? Just walk them back?
Multiple teleports?
Well, we need to find Clementine's great grandfather. Is it grandfather or great grandfather?
Grandfather.
At which point
Right.
he pipes up and just says, "Just grandfather. I'm not that old."
It's hard to tell with elves.
Really, I'm more like a great uncle.
You know this route? Is there any place where we can tuck people away from it for now?
Tuck people away? Yeah, there's lots of hiding places, but there's no guarantee they won't get eaten by driders or something.
Well, as long as we can, I just need to be able to move a few people at once.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Clem, is it all weird to you that your grandfather doesn't look older than you?
No, like you
Just
said,
curious.
hard to tell with elves.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm gonna look this young until I'm dead of old age. So
Actually, you will physically grow older, it just won't matter.
You won't take any penalties.
Right. So
fair.
you'll look like a 90-year-old halfling, and you'll still move just as powerfully as you did, when you were young.
Cool.
One of those like withered apple sculptures.
Right.
Oh, I love those, the apple dolls. They're so cute.
Shit. Does your grandfather have a name? Name. We gotta have a name.
Yeah, one
We
second.
forgot his name!
We forgot his name.
It's Bilal.
Bilal. Bilal leads you to a cavern. Everybody make a perception check.
What can I say except my best gun?
10.
32.
Sorry, I haven't gotten my character sheet open because I'm a piece of garbage.
We were talking for like half an hour.
Yeah, but I was awake.
Turkish coffee pitch.
37.
The Turkish shit? Ugh. Anyway, none of the slaves notice. None of the guards notice. But Salandra, you and Scoobity Bop Bop Beep Bop Clementine recognize that two of those stalactites are no mere stalactites.
Oh fuck these things.
Yup. And Bilal just says, "Don't worry, they know better."
I was about to give them some time to clear out. Is it ropers or piercers?
Ropers.
Oh, okay.
What's a piercer?
Baby
They
roper.
throw themselves from.
Ah.
They're essentially larval ropers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. No, these are definitely ropers. And like they don't make themselves apparent. And Bilal's like, trust me, I've met these two before. They
Halt.
they won't
Halt.
give us any trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That one over there and that one there. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. And if you
If
can
they
notice
if they twitch,
they die. Yes.
well, yeah, they'll twitch a little more. Okay. Oh, fucking ropers.
Well, I mean, if you want to start running people, I can stay here and guard the rest until.
Yeah,
Then.
that's probably the best bet.
Yeah.
I probably need to bring Gramps over there. Clem, what about you? Do you want to come back on with the first batch, or
Yeah,
can
and that
only
way I can keep an eye on everything when we're back in the town.
all right? I can only let's see what my fucking limits are. Oh, hey Clem, by the way,
Hmm.
amazing. Um, just some of those spells were very cool. Um,
Tsunami one, great. Executed a little questionably, but fantastic.
yeah. We need to talk about the etiquette of area effect spells. I've been doing this for a while, and I just haven't fried you guys very often, so there is a little etiquette to this. But Finger of Death, very nice.
Thank you. I'll make sure to give you a high sign next time I end up launching a great wave.
Yeah. Well, there's also certain like targeting certain types of people with certain types of things is helpful. That fucker was never going to be hit by anything that any of the bigger spells. He's just too slippery.
And then I kind of give a finger gun to Holt, except for
Yeah.
Jakara.
Yeah.
One.
Can you dodge a bullet? No. I was super waiting for you to hit him with a cosmic ray so I could be like, gotcha! But that never happened because you guys tipped his hand way too far.
Well, I was going to hit him with the cosmic ray, but I figured I'd whittle him down first with the curse, and probably for the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
You made some
But
wise decisions.
that sucked. It's like, oh wow, that really is a nasty spell, isn't it?
Mm.
All right, so or its equivalent, bring one additional willing medium or smaller creature, or its equivalent per 3 caster levels. So that means I can bring 6 people with me. So Bilal, I guess you're going to be staying behind on the first
That's fine.
trip. Okay. All right. Hmm.
Kick the guards in your first run.
Yep. That's the plan.
As you go to prepare your teleport, they're just like, what are we dealing with? Cause like, okay, whatever. We're getting kidnapped. That's fine. We got ambushed by the Lord of Lord of Shatterskull Pass. This shit happens. But now we're dealing with a spellcaster who knows how to teleport. What?
Don't worry, boys. It'll all be over soon.
So,
Does the teleportation occur?
well, there is a caveat on the spell, which is willing, which I'm trying to parse before.
I think. Well, I mean, as far as they're concerned, you're just kidnapping them for like
A ransom.
for ransom. Yes, ransom was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Kat.
I got you.
And like, I mean, like, hey man, if you're gonna hold us in a if you're gonna hold us in a hole in the ground until our families pay up, like, whatever, man. We just lost a big slave shipment, but we could afford to lose it.
All right. Bilal, who's the matron of their house?
Oh, that would be
Meldress?
Lady Olostra.
Now you know that she is a fucking powerful spellcaster, right?
Oh, absolutely. I would expect nothing less.
Okay. She didn't see us, as far as I know, but there was a proxy.
Oh, one of those little scampering things. Casts a lot of spells, screams a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Um, more annoying than anything else, but it. She cast a power word blind, which is not a trivial spell. So, not a joke. Uh, fuck. All right, before I go, I'm gonna do something. Uh, I cast Mage's Private Sanctum on the area,
The
so
sanctum
that will.
is private.
It's essentially a protection from all scrying spells and all divinations.
Oh,
Dark vision
excellent.
can't penetrate it. No sounds, no matter how loud, can escape the area.
Does dark vision work within it?
Yes, it cannot
Okay.
penetrate it.
Gotcha.
Scrying spells cannot perceive anything within the area, and those within are immune to detect thoughts. The ward prevents speech between those inside and those outside, but it does not prevent other forms of communication, such as the sending or message spells or telepathic communication, such as that between a wizard and their familiar.
This isn't going to block my attempt at me teleporting back, is it?
No, because you made it.
All right. So the only problem is I just have enough energy from maybe one there, one back. That's Jesus. I could probably do 2 round trips, but that's around it right now, and it's gonna drain me dry.
All right.
All right. Let's just try this out. Fuck.
So, Solandra, where exactly do you teleport?
I'll teleport right into the bitch's private the bitch's room where we met her.
Wasn't she using a loom?
Yes.
Something like that.
Cool.
The
Let
loom
me
where it
let me
happens.
roll. All right, so that's a 38, which I think is good.
I think that's good. 38 is on target. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you know what? I like it. So, you teleport in. Oh, fuck. It's real. So you teleport in. And, like, before you can properly acclimate yourself to the presence of the room, she's already there, and she's drawn that from somewhere.
I figured this would be the best private place for you.
It is. And
As prom.
did you just no, those guards threw their weapons away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we took their weapons and armor actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gave them to the slaves that wanted to go.
And so these guys just like put their hands up and they're like, "Oh shit, Grandma's packing heat." And she Solandra, what languages do you speak?
Let's see. Let's probably go to the personal tab. And let's see, Abysso, Aklo, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elven, Gnome, Goblin, Gutterspeak, Orc, Sylvan, Undercommon. Probably Undercommon is one you were looking for. It was the last on the list.
Nope. I'm looking for Abyssal.
I think I said that.
You did.
Yeah.
It just some sort of nasty infernal language would do. If you said Morgoth, I'd be like, whatever, bitch speaks Morgoth. She just looks to you. She spares you a glance and says, "Do you want to see the deed done, or no?"
I'm curious from a spell crafting perspective, but I think that your techniques may not agree with me.
It's really more art than science in my case.
I gave you what you need, I think, in terms of how to break it.
All right.
Do you have
I will-
casters? Do you have casters strong enough to do it?
And she just like gestures to herself, like, "Bitch, the fuck do you think?"
And Clem steps forward and says, I can give you a hand if you need it.
It's not about needing a hand. It's about showing you how it's done.
Don't underestimate your great granddaughter. She's a fucking force of nature, but can't have everything.
If
I
you
wish
want-
it were something less grim, but I'm looking forward to working with you.
All right. Well, you corral these boys downstairs, and I'll meet you in the basement. So, Halt, you and Bilal are just chilling out.
Yep, just making sure that those ropers aren't trying anything.
I mean, you would love to do that, but Bilal is chatting your ear off about old war stories.
Oh. What kind of old war stories does he have?
Well, it's not like war stories, it's more like skullduggery stories. Like
Escapades.
right, but it's also like the mafia, like everybody's funny stories about someone that died funny.
Yeah, okay. I could definitely swap a few of those with what I've experienced in the World Bazaar.
Oh my god. You guys start swapping tales, and it's shockingly non-competitive. He's just like, yeah, so they put a head out on this guy, and normally I don't resort to ret work, but when push comes to shove and dollars go to donuts, sometimes somebody's gotta die. So I sneak into his room, trip through the windowsill, and the guy bolts out of bed, scared shitless. I had a servant go in and get rid of his hand crossbow that he keeps at the windowsill, or at the dress table. He went to go grab it, found it wasn't there, ran out the door, fell on the stairs, and broke his fucking neck.
That's so anticlimactic.
I know, right? And I only got paid half as much because I wasn't the guy who killed him.
You could have lied about it.
Not good for business.
Fair enough.
Also, I'm not the kind of guy who pushes people down the flight of stairs, I usually just put a fucking crossbow bolt in someone's head and call it good. And then, you tell him a story about like, oh man, do you remember Johnny?
No, I
Salami?
definitely
Not anymore.
love to tell him the story about that trade baron that stormed his textile shop.
Oh man, real Bojan badass. That's you, Nikolai Holt. Some of us don't have the benefit of being behind a fucking shit brick house of armor. God.
Man, imagine what I could do in actual full plate.
And like he considers your armor, and just like the thought hits him, just like, oh god. No. His next story is about someone that he did shoot in the head who miraculously survived, that caused him some trouble sometime on. Let me tell you. And at that point, Solandra appears. And Bilal's like, Jesus! Did somebody tell you to put on a bell or something? Fuck!
You get used to it. Welcome back.
Turnabout fair play, my friend.
Fair enough.
I know your tricks. Oh, fuck. Well,
So how did
first,
the matron receive her little gift?
with her usual grace and elegance.
Hmm.
Um, your granddam is a fucking bitch, by the way. I like her,
I figured as much.
but I figured that her magical style and my magical style might not work well together.
It depends. How much blood is generally involved in your magical style?
Not a lot.
Then no, it wouldn't mix.
Yep.
She and blood have
That
got a
would be-
special relationship, like two cousins taking a bath together.
Clementine wanted to participate, so there's a lot I'll do for Clem, but I'm not sure if I want to go that far.
And I would do anything for Clem, but I won't do that.
Clementine has a certain proclivity. Blood magic. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. Hasn't brought her any joy, though. Quite the contrary.
Sometimes it's not about what makes you happy.
Ooh!
Yeah. But it helps if it doesn't make you fucking miserable.
She doesn't seem miserable to me.
Meanwhile, in Clementineville, you and great grandmama Laertes. Is that the family name? I can't remember.
Luatar.
Luatar! Sorry, Laertes is some other asshole in another fucking game. I need quite
Or,
possibly.
or the Odyssey.
Laertes are the people that laid the death curse in the basement.
I was about to say another motherfucker in this fucking game.
And Vitka are the people that we kidnapped.
Thank you.
So,
Well-
Ronald, if you ever decide to do a campaign setting, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to Cap. She knows more about it than you do at this point.
Yes.
My notes are extensive.
He knows this.
Thanks. That's good. I should probably send you these while I'm at it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Lo siento.
Yeah.
De nada.
But yeah, so Clem, you and she go down to the basement. You sort of take the lead, and she, just got the gun out, hobbling along. And she's like, slow down. I ain't as spry as I used to be.
That's fair. I'm used to keeping up with tall folks that don't slow down.
Let them breathe it in. Let them know that they're gonna die. And they're
We
like,
don't need to.
and they're like, what? What do you mean die? And she just says straight up, oh, I'm gonna kill all y'all.
You don't need to make a panic about it.
I do. It's important. And she does say, look at it this way. I'll make it quick.
Sense motive.
Roll that beautiful sense motive footage.
18.
18. You detect that there is something disingenuous about what she is saying, but you don't know what.
Fair.
Wow, Ronald used disingenuous and casual conversation.
Right?
I knew I liked him for some reason.
Man, okay, so I have a problem. I can't stop myself from using big words. It's an affliction.
You have to train yourself out of it if you ever go work for a corporation.
Oh no.
You know how many times in meetings I had to explain words I used? Oh my god.
Well, so like I do other role playing with other people, and they don't know all the big words, and they're like, "Could you not?" And I'm like, "No, I can't. It's a curse." Curse of the big words, protection from wordy. I gotta go find that meme. Anyway, so yeah, you don't really know. Well, you understand. Okay, most of that statement is true. Which part of it is false?
Frazzled editor.
Frazzled editor. Protection from wordy. Creature, human bureaucrat.
I mean, it
Something
might
about-
be quick, but that doesn't mean it'll be painless.
Well, you'll see.
Or it could be eternal as she binds their spirits there for all time.
Ooh, Solange. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Solandra knows that there's something she better not know.
So, you drag these guys down to the basement, and Clementine, do you speak Elven?
No, just Sylvan
Okay.
and Undercommon.
Okay. Then for courtesy's sake, she was speaking in Undercommon, which the guards also speak.
Okay.
But when she gets them down there to the area that is anointed by the magical circle, she activates, detect magic, and she's like, oh, so that's what that was all this time. She gives it a look over and just, starts like pointing the gun at people and is like, you stand here, you stand here, you stand here, and one of them's like, what if I don't? And she's like, then my great-great-granddaughter is gonna kick the shit out you. And she's got ways of making you hurt that don't grow back. You know what? Fuck it.
I offer him a smile.
You know what? Fuck it. He ain't gonna live long. Clementine, rip his balls off.
That's not really necessary.
And she points the gun at you and says, do it!
Oh. Look, you're not going to shoot me just because I'm not going to torment this guy more than he has to be.
Clem?
Stand over there, please.
Clem? I know you can fix yourself. I'll shoot you as much as I want.
I turn into an earth elemental and fold my arms.
She shoots you. You take a lot of damage. Oh, those are big numbers.
Oh dear.
I didn't expect to roll that high.
Oh dear. Don't knock me out. Don't fucking kill me.
You take 56 points of damage
Jesus Christ.
as she dead-eyes you in between the eyes. You feel glad that you're an earth elemental and don't have a brain. Thankfully, your new size category precludes you from suffering massive damage.
Jesus.
But you feel a strange draft between your eyes.
The bullet passes through you, goes up through the house, and you don't know when it's gonna stop.
Magic bullet?
Magic adamantium bullet. And she takes she opens up the cylinder and goes to pop another bullet and just says, "Don't make me fire again, daughter."
I march over to the guy, grab him by his scruff, and drag him to where he's supposed to be, and then I fold my arms and stand in front of him.
Now rip his balls off.
I give the most teenagery shrug of, eh.
That a huge earth elemental can make.
Yep.
Girlie, I was hoping it wasn't gonna come down to this. You gotta understand. There's a lot of things that you don't know about what it means to be a matron.
What it means to be a what?
A matron.
Oh. I'm no drow.
No. But you are a quarter drow. Clementine, you're gonna get a caster level check to resist.
Oh, okay. So do I just roll and add my caster level?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really good thing Sloucher didn't
Stop
come along.
rolling forward. 23.
Your body is racked by terrible, immeasurable pain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, like, the stone start sloughing off of your skin as you return to
Jesus
halfling
Christ.
form. Like, do you remember when you were getting Melf's acid arrowed over and over and over and over again?
Yeah, that sucked a lot.
This is worse.
Shit.
Not a lot worse. It's maybe only like 20% worse, but that was pretty bad.
That
and
was
this
really
is
bad
worse.
though. Yeah.
Is this a witch by any chance?
No.
Oh.
Dear,
She's
dear,
just a bitch.
Dear Auntie Luerta is a dedicated blood mage.
Oh.
It's all about the blood. And unfortunately for you, Clementine, her blood flows through your veins.
Yeah, that's an extra special connection we got.
Like two
Two
cousins
cousins taking
taking
a
a bath together. So yeah, you return to halfling form, and you know what? Lower all your attributes by 4.
Okay. All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like the guards are watching this happen, and they're like, "Oh fuck! Who is this bitch?"
She's my grandmama, mama.
And she just looks at you and says, "Fine, if you ain't gonna do it, I am." And she fires a shot right at his groin.
Oh shit.
And with a magic adamantium bullet. And it just like pierces through, okay, so like it rips through his pants, cuts through half of his penis, just like explodes his scrotum, and goes flying out through like the underside. Like it goes right through his taint and just rips through the whole thing. If you grabbed each of his
Jesus.
legs, you could rip him in half.
Jesus.
And he drops
Yeah,
to
what-
his knees and just starts screaming.
Let me just.
Same, bud. Same.
And then
Good thing Holt's not here. He'd have a new girlfriend.
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Right?
And the other guards are like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" And she's like, "You want your death to be quick? You get on your fucking knees!" And, you know, they all, like, get on their knees, and the last guy, like, has no choice but to remain on his knees. And she starts going to each of them and posing them. Like, she's like, "Put your hand up. Hold it out. Pointer finger in. Pinky finger in." Like, all of these, like, very sort of, like, bizarre, sort of strange commands. And she's like, "Hurry up, he only got a few more minutes before he bleeds out. You fuck this up for me and I'm going to torture you forever. You're going to be my own little personal torture doll. And whenever I feel a little stressed out, I'm going to come down here and rip off something else of yours." And like, I don't remember what she sounded like before, but it just sort of degenerates into that patois.
Now she's basically like the scary mama of an inbred Appalachian tribe.
Yep.
Oh.
But like, she poses them all and then goes back to the one who's just bleeding out of his groin profusely. And like, he's trying to hold himself together because like, even when you're going to die, the strange thing about living things is that even in the face of death, they try so dearly to live.
That sweet, sweet survival instinct.
That sweet, sweet survival instinct. And she like puts her gun to the back of his head, and just says, "Now let me show you how it's really done." And she says her magic words, "Savannah Qua!" and like 5 copies of her just sort of like spin out from her position, and they all execute these guys in different areas. Like one guy gets shot through like the head, another guy gets shot through the heart, another guy gets shot through the spine. Like they all get shot in different ways, and some of them cling to life for a few minutes, or just for a few seconds before finally expiring. And the spell on the house Luerta was broken forever.
Shit.
And she pops open the chamber and takes out a speed loader and plugs all those in. Now then, you done a solid for me, so I'm gonna do a solid for you. And then we pop back over to Salandra and Holt.
I didn't want to interrupt you, break the moment because it was so captivating. But my God, the 44 Magnum that particular handgun fires. Here's a little image of the type of exit wound it creates with a hollow point.
Jesus.
So your description was apt.
Like, when I saw this gun, I was like, oh, that's her gun. Because, like, it's snub-nosed, but those bullets look huge.
Yep. That's the back of that was the back of Clementine's head.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a Ruger Super Red Hawk. So it fires 44 Magnum or 480 Ruger, 54 Casel. I'm nerding out a little bit.
Oh, that's fine.
Makes a big hole.
Well, I mean, like, so Shadowrun has an advancement on what I assume to be this firearm called the Ruger Super Warhawk. So, the Warhawk is just this, but bigger.
Oh, it doesn't need to be bigger?
Well, you gotta understand, in Shadowrun, armor is better, so the guns need to be bigger.
Okay, that's fair.
There's always a Desert Eagle. That's still bigger than this guy.
That's true.
That's right. It's around nowadays.
Please.
Of course, you have to have very strong wrists to avoid having them be shattered. So.
Yeah, the Ruger Super Warhawk is obviously a fictional firearm, but this is basically what it looks like.
That's really ugly.
It's supposed to be.
Actually, you know what that looks like the gun from RoboCop.
He is a Robert. He is a cop. He is a Robert cop. So yeah, that guy is fucking dead.
That guy's super fucking dead.
And like, Clementine, you have witnessed blood magic on the highest of scales. Like, your fleeting dalliance with blood magic pales in comparison to this.
And I just about committed genocide.
Right? Hey, at least you didn't cast Familicide. Do not cast Familicide.
Do not.
Don't. I know you're tempted. Don't.
Don't, Stove.
Don't, Stove. Oh, Jesus. Hollow points. Oof. But, yeah,
right.
So, like, you only drained one especially powerful person. She killed 5 nobodies. And worked this mojo. And like the magic, so like when she shoots them, the pattern of the blood spilling out of their body forms like an arcane sigil.
And that's why she posed them as such?
Yes. And it was like posing them was just crazy. Like making this in blood spatter is hard. But
damn, she did it.
But if you know the curve of the bullet, and you pose them just right, and you shoot them in just the right places, it is totally possible to make it happen. But the amount of time you would have to take researching this is time
The amount
that
of
she
practice.
has.
Damn.
And that's how you do it. Now it's time for me to put that sorry, good-for-nothing great-great-nephew of mine to use.
How so?
He'll start fixing the house, and then I'm gonna marry off some people.
Alright.
But for you, I have a present for you. And she reaches into her shawl and produces a small set of papers. This is a writ of passage. This will grant you access into the country of the blood counts. If any of them try to kick you out, you flash those papers. And they might get you a little bit further than you think. Of course, if you start tearing down the whole entire blood chattel trade around you, those papers ain't gonna save you. But I don't care.
Thank you. That'll help us a lot.
Oh. And don't you ever disobey me again.
I just grin at her and go, yes, ma'am.
I'm glad I've made myself clear. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a little nap. Have a good night.
You too.
Meanwhile, with Salandra and Holt.
Right.
Huh, I wonder what's going on with Clem.
Right. Oh, I can do one other round trip, but who? I think we need to do one after that.
About to say, how many slaves were remaining?
13.
13. Really? The rest
So,
booked it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for them.
Hmm. Well,
Laeta says, I can take the rest of the way there. If you want to take
Who's
Holt
it?
and, whoever else you can take.
Who says that?
Fuck. What's the name of Clementine's grandfather? Laeta?
Bilal.
Bilal. Fuck! Bilal says that. I can take the rest of them back.
hold on a second.
All right.
I have this giant bag of holding.
Shove them in.
Yeah.
Could probably put the smaller ones in.
We could probably fit a lot of them in there.
Hey, hold on a sec.
What?
Let me do some calculations before we do anything stupid. They can't stay alive in that for very long, so
And it's a teleport spell.
I know. I have to check and make sure that won't rip a hole in reality. Let me
It
check.
didn't for the Mithril,
True.
but Mithril doesn't need to breathe.
Mithril isn't people.
So I am going to do some calculations.
Make
All right.
a beautiful spellcraft roll.
All right, that's a 41.
Oh yeah, that will absolutely kill them. You will end up with a bag of holding filled with gore
Oh fuck.
as the teleportation spell tries to accommodate more living subjects than it's able to, and those that are considered the least vital, i.e. those in the extra dimensional space, get ripped apart and they'll get put together wrong on the other side.
Oh fuck. No, I'm not doing that.
When Bilal is like, why
Yeah.
not?
Have you ever seen what? Have you ever seen a blender? Something the Chosen use.
No, I've never seen a blender, but I have seen puree.
Hmm. Yeah, and if you've ever seen a trap that like has all those spinning blades and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
a lot worse than that.
Got it. Is that gonna happen to us?
No, it's just it's the spell's designed to convey a certain amount of living beings, whether they're in an extra dimensional space or not. If you try to cheat it, well, you don't end up with living beings at the end. You end up
Well,
with mulch.
as much as I wouldn't mind
Oh,
selling that on the meat market, they're probably worth more alive.
And the agreement was that these folks are not to be sold, that they are essentially to do one favor for your family, and then be set on their way.
Fair enough. All right, I'll take the
So,
rest of them back.
you won't have any trouble getting through the gates.
Oh, me? God no.
Right,
I've
huh?
greased enough palms in my time.
and no one will recognize these as being part of a shipment that went awry.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're mine now.
Fair enough.
Possession is 11/10ths of the law, don't you know? They never tell you about the 11th tenth.
Well, the sooner I'm through at this fucking place, the better. All right, let's go find our Clementine.
Bilal, do you want an escort on the walk back? In case you get jumped by more Shatterskull Pass folks?
No, there's only one lord, and the rest of them probably can't stand up to me unless you're insisting.
I wouldn't mind.
If you go back that way, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to get tagged again.
It's not a
So
big deal for me. Are we planning on fighting in the city? We're planning on leaving probably tomorrow,
Exactly.
or
So
whatever.
let the guy go for a walk on the wild side.
Sense motive is he flirting with me?
Um, make a beautiful sense motive roll.
Okay.
sense motive. Is he flirting with Holt?
Make a beautiful sense motive roll.
That'll be a 15, Reynolds.
Oh fuck!
What'd you get, Sal?
I am so fucking annoyed.
Did you roll a 1?
Get a nat 20.
I got a nat 20. What a fucking waste. That's a 42.
Jesus, calm down. Switch to decaf, buddy.
To say I don't trust Bilal's motives is like
Right, it's
you
a
know
given.
yeah.
I don't trust
He
this
is-
goblin. I'm sorry, I repeated myself. So Holt.
I mean, even just getting us in there, oh man.
So Holt, you determine. I mean, like, it's clear that he's flirting with you, but you get the distinct impression that his feelings aren't genuine. There's some sort of ulterior motive there. And Salandra, you determine that his ulterior motive is, I am trying to tell you that I'm gonna have sex with your friend, so you go away.
So does he want to get rid of me to do something bad to Holt, or just to get rid of me?
Oh, he just wants to get rid of you because he thinks that Holt and he are going to conspire.
Twist my arm.
Not against the party, but for some means. And if he's going to successfully conspire, that means you have to leave.
You two, jeez.
You'll get more of these slaves out of harm's way, Sal.
Holt. This guy is around as subtle as a bag of dicks. He thinks he's smart. He's been enormously lucky to get as far as he has so far. And he's getting himself and you killed. So just,
Honestly, I would like to see him try.
Just use your, use your judgment for people you deal with.
So when Holt dies, you'll be able to say, "I told you so."
No. Now I'll be able to hunt you down and send you somewhere really fucking nasty.
I don't think you have the time for that, and you know it.
I'll have the time eventually.
Besides, if he wanted to kill me, he probably would have done it already.
No, he doesn't want to kill you.
Bye, Sal.
Toodaloo, little princess.
Hulk gives you a reassuring smile. Oh wait, I've been waiting for how much time has passed, Reynolds?
Quite a while.
Okay, cool. Then I'm probably healed.
Yeah, you're fine.
I rolled a 38 in my intimidate check. I walk up to Bilal. They say magical power runs in royal families. Perhaps you should remember that and keep your fucking mouth shut.
I will.
Your grand.
Sorry. I didn't mean
All right.
to offend.
I teleport off with with any of the indentured who seem like they are particularly vulnerable and would not do as well in a long trek to the Underdark.
Yeah, there are 2 Duragar, 3 goblins, and a kind of sickly-looking human, and you take them with you. So, Holt, was there anything that you wanted to conspire about?
Nothing in particular. I just like this guy. He's fun to hang out with.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The 2 of you head back to... shit, did I name the Drow City?
You did. Hold on a second. Scroll up. Zerna
Zernakainen! Wow, I knew that it ended in Kainen, but I couldn't remember what it was. Wow, I can't believe that I remembered even that much. Anyway, you and he walked back to Zernakainen, chatting the whole while. In a language these slaves don't understand.
Does he speak Infernal?
He does.
Wow, cool. Good opportunity to practice my Infernal.
He does that thing. He does that polyglot thing where he cycles through a bunch of languages.
He will probably get the hint sooner rather than later that I only speak Common and Infernal.
Right, but at the end he returns to Infernal and just says, "I'm just showing off." You'd be surprised how many esoteric languages dragons want you to speak.
All of them?
Yeah, basically.
Considering they live forever, they probably have nothing better to do with their time than learn new languages. Probably invent a few of their own.
One of them wanted me to learn Aklo. Aklo!
Who
Aklo
even
has
speaks
no
that?
vowels!
Did you learn it?
Fuck no!
Coward.
I speak to the goddamn ropers in Undercommon.
I didn't know they could actually speak.
Oh, yeah, blabbermouths. They are actually some of the strongest monsters you'll find down here. Or smartest monsters you'll find down here. With the exception of beholders, of course. That being said, beholders aren't much fun for conversation.
Yeah, I was meaning to talk to the ropers, at least threaten them in some way, but I forgot. Also, do I actually take attribute damage whenever I actually try to speak in Aklo?
No.
Okay.
It's not about
It was just when that
speaking Aklo.
thing tried to speak to you.
Right.
Right?
You touched an outer god, and that's just bad. That's bad for you. Don't do that. And like straight up, that thing has no pertinence to the game, and like it doesn't even matter which outer god it is. It's I'll just pick one at random. Doesn't matter. It lives out in space. Don't talk to it. Don't talk to Yig, folks. Yig, not even once.
Not even once.
Actually, I don't think Yig works. I think Yig is actually terrestrial.
Yig was one of Odin's pseudonyms.
Oh.
Oh, do you mean Yog Sothoth?
No. Just Yig.
Just you.
Yig is the
Oh,
father of
yeah.
serpents. As far as the great old ones go, Yig is kind of shitty. I mean, as far as like sheer power goes, he's not very strong.
Given the type of description you had, it probably would have been someone like Yog-Sothoth.
Like the unknowing conglomeration of spheres.
Yeah, and also just so fucking incomprehensible, you know.
Oh. Huh. Apparently there isn't much to Yig. He likes snakes. He doesn't like people who fuck with snakes. End of
Or
conversation.
maybe Haster?
Haster's very subtle. He's very good at communicating with people.
But seems kind of nature aligned as opposed to some of the other things. To where what's the name of the creature that we killed?
Baloth.
Baloth.
Oh, I'm trying.
I could believe that to be one of his children.
There is a great old one that is a living natural disaster. I don't remember what his name is though.
Well, actually, you know what the most logical one is? What's the name? The go to 1,000 young.
Ooh.
That's the giant pool of ooze.
Shub-Niggurath.
Shub-Niggurath. Yeah, that's it. That's the perfect one.
The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young.
Yeah, she's bad news.
That would be a good Baloth creator.
Unfortunately, it's hard to search for these creatures because their names are so hard to spell. In any event.
Sure that Cap will know how to spell it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
do.
sorry.
I forgot
Shub-Niggurath has a hyphen. My apologies.
Yeah, it's right there. Shub-Niggurath Pathfinder is even something that you can search for.
Oh, yeah. All of the Elder Gods are in Pathfinder.
Mm.
Oh, no.
I feel like that name isn't a name I should say.
Is the fertility deity of the pantheon. Her unholy symbol consists of 3 goat heads attached. Goats. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this seems like a potential alternative Gaia for Clementine if her alignment changes. Ever go neutral evil? I know where you can go.
Hey, that's just one step away, babe.
Shub-Niggurath appears as an alien, sanity-shaking, immense blob of living tissue and mist with tentacles, hooves, eyes, fanged mouths, and other deformities protruding from every surface.
Yep. Also, in Arkham Horror, while Shub-Niggurath stirs in her slumber, all monsters have their toughness increased by 1 because she does not want her creations to die.
Yeah, I hate that one.
Yep. All right. Good.
But there's one of these that is the living natural disaster. I can't remember what it is.
She is also worshipped by chaotic natural creatures. So if you just go chaotic, you can also switch over to Shub-Niggurath.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And Toby will get special treatment. He might become Toberus.
Toby would become Mega Toby.
Yeah, Toberus, the three-headed goat from hell.
Yeah, basically. The 3-headed bipedal goat folk. Ooh. Nope, Sathaga. Anyway, yeah, you and Holt. I'm sorry.
Below.
Balal and Holt. There it is! Shudeh Miel is worshipped by inhuman children, Chthonians.
Oh, well done.
While Shudeh Miel stirs in his slumber, place 7 rubble tokens face down on the board. Oh, never mind. He's just a giant worm. Arkham is destroyed by a massive earthquake, and all the investigators are devoured. Oh, shit.
Shub-Niggurath's areas of concern also include forests as well as monsters, so I think she's probably the winner.
Yep, definitely. All hail Shub-Niggurath.
She's a big fucking headache, is what she is.
Don't speak to old ones.
Oh, Jesus. Nyogtha? Combat rating -8?
What?
Fuck you!
What does that even mean?
That means you get -8 on your combat roll in Arkham Horror against it. You just lose 8 dice. And like most of the time, you don't even have 8 dice.
Damn.
It doesn't have any special defenses. It doesn't need any special defenses.
Oh, I just found something really awful here.
What did you find?
I'd put a kibosh on this information if it wasn't so entrancing, A, and B, if you weren't actually literally in the dark corners of the earth.
I feel like Bilal's conversation with me could take this turn, so
That's
it's not
right.
entirely out of character.
Like, you bring up Agclo, and he just starts talking about, like, some of the weird fucked up gods he has found things worshipping down here.
Oh my god, these things are horrible.
Well, that's a CR 24. Good lord. I'm gonna bookmark that, but I shouldn't.
Oh,
Holy
Jesus.
crap. They make Shoggoths look really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Like, this is a demigod that you just linked.
Aphrodisiac aura?
Uh-huh. An
Oh.
invisible cloud of supernatural aphrodisiac pheromones. On a...
This monster was created for Hulse.
A creature with an
Yeah.
intelligence score of 2 or less that fails a saving throw is compelled to approach the daughter of Shub-Niggurath to mate with the aberration. And a creature with an intelligence score of 3 or higher feels the compulsion, but is not forced to comply. But if it takes any other action while within the area of effect, it functions as if it is staggered. A creature that attempts to mate with the daughter of Shub-Niggurath is effectively helpless for 1d6 rounds and remains adjacent to the aberration, after which the daughter of Shub-Niggurath becomes pregnant and its aphrodisiac aura ends. Any creature in the act of mating with the daughter of Shub-Niggurath when this aura becomes stunned for 1 round but thereafter may act normally. A daughter's aberrant physiology functions regardless of the sex of a partner mating with her. She can be impregnated by male or female creatures, or even beings that lack sex or reproductive potential. This is a mind-affecting, scent-based effect. If a daughter becomes pregnant, this aura immediately vanishes, and any ongoing effects on creatures from the aura end.
Aye.
And if it's pregnant, it can give birth to 1d4 mature dark young.
Yep.
It's also like basically Clementine in terms of spellcasting.
That's true.
Yeah.
Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
Oh, I am! And also incredibly aroused.
The form is eyeless and headless, but possesses tentacles, tusks, and other animal features.
Oh, shit.
The daughter acts as her mother's viceroy, ruling and guiding the cult and acting in the Black Goat's name.
You see,
At
I'm
least
gonna take
30
this, but
feet
I'm
in
not
length
gonna
and-
take it for my Sunday game. I'm going to take it for my World of Darkness game. That's what I'm doing.
Good man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Cthulhu, which is a great old one that's just a fucking sun. It's just the dog machine. scion of fire vampires.
About how long does it take for us to get back to Zernikanen?
I don't know. How long did it take for you to get out? I don't remember.
A couple hours.
Sweet. It takes that long to get back.
Cool.
A little bit longer. Add another hour on there because you're not, like, driving the slaves to exhaustion. I'm sorry. Servants. Did I say slave? I meant servants.
You can say slave in front of me. I don't care. What?
Nothing. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I didn't know there was another one that was based on Lulth herself.
I mean, if they didn't want to be called, then they would have left with the rest.
Oh my god, what a disgusting creature. Like, the funny thing about Arkham Horror is that Cthulhu isn't even the toughest Elder God.
No, he's not. Like, not at all.
He's like, you know, maybe number 3 or number 2.
He's big and iconic.
But, I mean, as with Lovecraft's thingy, he's not even the toughest.
Nope.
Nope.
Personally,
Well,
I would
I mean,
find Nyarlathotep to be far more dangerous.
I mean, but canonically, Azathoth should be the most powerful by far.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, I mean, the thing about Azathoth is you can't fight him. If he gets summoned, you just lose the game.
Yeah, okay.
Pack it in, boys. Game's over.
Yep.
I mean, he's sort of on a completely different league than Cthulhu and that sort of class of gods.
Yeah. The thing is, it's really hard for Azathoth to wake up. He has the most doom counters.
The thing about Nyarlathotep, however you pronounce it, is that he's the most in tune, in touch of all of them. He actually seems like he's kind of knows what he's doing. A lot of the Elder Gods seem to be operating on a completely different intellectual plane that doesn't really connect to ours. So,
Definitely.
all right, enough Cthulhu stuff. It's fun.
Sorry.
You should probably play.
No, I love
probably
it.
Play. Yeah. Obviously, we all love it.
But there's Cthulhu, though.
You arrive at the gates, I assume.
Right. You go
Collared.
back to the gates.
As usual.
They outfit you with a collar, and he's like, "Sorry, I can't make this not happen." And he talks to the guards for a little while, and he's like, "Come on, it's me. Yeah, I left my servants, and I lost the papers for them. Have you been out there? There's ropers and goblins on the roads. If you fuckers were doing your job, I wouldn't have had my papers for these servants pilfered." And he goes on and on and on and on and on until they're like, "Fine, go."
We let you in, will you shut the fuck up?
Basically. And, like, it's technically not against the law to filibuster the guards, so, like, what the fuck are they gonna do? So yeah, Solandra, you teleport back to the house, Luerta.
Hey, Clem.
Hey.
So Clem, how are you
okay?
holding up after that?
Clem,
What? She's just fine. She's totally fine. Don't even worry about it.
Clem, do you have a pimple on your forehead? You okay?
Huh. That's
What
weird.
is that? It looks like a pimple burst. I don't even know you got pimples. That's very weird.
Maybe it's chicken pox. Clem shrugs. I'm not too worried about it. It'll go away eventually. Must be allergic to drow bullshit.
I think I am too. I've had enough of your kinfolk for pretty much fucking ever.
So, you guys are gonna have to hang out for a few hours.
So, Clem, one thing.
Mm.
How attached are you to your grandfather?
Depends on why you're asking. That seems a suspicious question.
Just wondering, like, you know,
Like, if he were to be, suddenly assassinated, would I hate you forever? Is that what we're asking?
Not assassinated. I don't assassinate people.
Assassinate is an ugly word.
Yeah, I get the hate forever impression. Oh well, all right. He's real. I'm just amazed that he hasn't been killed by his own kin here.
I think that's more luck than skill.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's just useful enough.
That
They don't
is,
seem.
you are absolutely correct. He is just useful enough.
Well, without the curse, your family here is going to be a little bit more fucking successful than they've been. So maybe he'll have an opportunity to do better. I don't know.
Aren't you all about redemption, Salandra? Did something happen that I don't know about, or?
No, he's just fucking annoying.
Oh.
That's
I
true.
wasn't really gonna kill him.
All right.
He's he's walking back with Holt, so they can plot together. But your grandfather's around as good at being subtle and plotting as, well, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with someone absolutely inept at it.
I sheepishly raised my hand.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, now you know where you got it from.
Runs in the family.
Right?
But you don't actually try to do it.
That's true.
All right, so do I want to even ask how that fucking ritual went? I can feel that the aura of this place seems a little bit different.
It was a huge mess, but it was successful. I didn't end up doing much, actually.
But the experience was invaluable.
I did learn a lot.
I'm sorry, Clementine. What you have seen cannot be unseen.
Not ever.
You have learned things about blood magic that you would prefer not to have known.
Like the sheer precision that it can involve.
Well, Salandra and your grandmother seem to be like, sort of Picasso and Jackson Pollock. So
More Jackson Pollock than you know. Oh god. Time dragons.
Oh yeah, those are a thing.
That is all.
Time dragons. God damn.
Don't fuck with them.
Don't.
Just instead of fucking with them, just don't.
Well, I mean, consider if you did fuck with them, you haven't fucked with them anymore. I know what you're thinking. What? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
all right, I have an ex-girlfriend to rescue. Let's get moving.
Oh, and I produced the papers.
I should mention, with those papers is a map.
Written that down. Yes.
For our invaluable assistance.
Yes.
Okay. Time dragons. Breath weapon. See text.
Is it Cone of Old?
No, actually, it
What?
sends the subject forward in time for a number of rounds, so they just disappear.
I was actually wondering if it was going to be like the Weeping Angels.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
basically what happens, except you go forward instead of backward.
Yeah.
And like that doesn't sound too dangerous, but like, Holt, if you
Yeah?
were isolated, do you think a time dragon could kill you?
It might take a couple rounds, but yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It has 10 rounds to kill you before the rest of your friends come back.
10 rounds to kill me, and what's its to hit?
It's to hit with most of its weapons is a plus 38.
Yeah, they could definitely hit me. I probably could survive, I'm guessing, 6 rounds, and I would do a decent chunk of damage to it in return.
Well, I mean, if you can fight retreat for a little while, it's gonna have a really hard time getting a full attack.
That's true.
That being said, by the time the rest of your party returns, it will be able to use its breath weapon again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so before long, do I hear a monster snoring?
You do.
Anyway,
He's such a good
so
baby.
before long, man, thanks for coming to game today, guys. I was just like, man, I don't want to run game. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have anything planned. Fuck it. And now game is running, and I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah!
And I just wanted to let you know
Yep.
that.
Excellent.
Well,
I am also happy.
And I am too.
Oh,
We're in the Underdark. What's there not to love?
what's there not to love? And you haven't even had to kill a baby yet, so things are still happy.
I
You're doing
mean,
such a great job.
yeah.
So, it's around that time, Bilal and Holt approach the manor, and it's already looking better, Holt.
Oh,
From the outside, it doesn't look like shit anymore. It just looks a little shabby.
well, they got right to work then, didn't they?
The actual appearance hasn't changed. It's just the aura of the place.
Oh no, the appearance has changed. That guy has been casting mending and make whole and fabricate all day.
Ah, okay.
Like it's going out of style.
He has been crafting scrolls, waiting for this day to come. And they all get down to business to defeat the house.
Clem has a little mop.
A tiny halfling-sized mop. But yeah, when the servants get there, there is a discussion that's like, all right, you all me one favor, blah 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 blah. Everybody get to work.
All right. I've been meditating, so I need some meditation time.
Did I say that the 4 hours of meditation restores your spells, or did it still take the full 8?
I thought that we were saying it was 4 hours meditation restores the spells, but since
That's
I'm
what I
usually
remember.
since I'm usually sleeping at the same schedule as everyone else, it hasn't usually come up.
Okay. I mean, like, that's 2 to my 1. Like, not even my 1. I'm not even voting against. I was just like, did I tell you what the rules were? Did I set a ruling on that?
I believe rules is written, Elvish spellcasters, they take the 4 hours. That's like the bonus to being an elf.
What?
Because you only need that much rest.
What year is it? No. What year is it? Anyway.
It's really unfair. I mean, elves get to live like 10 times as long as everyone else, and they get to have like 1/3 more of their time.
But consider, Dave, you have to live 10 times as long as everyone else.
Yeah.
And you have so many waking hours to spend.
Considering the mortality of your friends. Easy solution, don't make friends.
Easy solution, kill yourself. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Salandra kills herself before she exits adolescence.
I've been through too much.
A little too real.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself. In other news, what year is this? Anyway,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my god, that scene is so scary. For like no reason, like nothing scary happens, but it's just like the thought of it. It gets in your head and you're like, oh, fuck.
Hmm.
Anyway, what are y'all doing now?
Waltzing in all buddy-buddy with Bilal and not paying the slaves a second glance.
Yeah, all the servants get to work. Bilal finds a newly constructed couch to sit on. And, like, he's sitting on it like, all in a day's work. And his shrill, shrewish relation is like, there's still more work to do. And he's like, yeah, but I brought these 13 servants. So they're, like, doing the amount of work that I would do. So, like, that means I get the day off. And she just...
And he's shot with another crossbow bolt.
I forgot that she shot him with a crossbow, but yeah, that happens again. And he's just like, fuck. And like, oh, she got him someplace good. He starts coughing up blood, and he's like, shit.
Mm.
I'm fine.
Are you though?
I'll be fine.
Do you need me to carry you?
No, I'm good. I can make it up the stairs.
Maybe you should just lay on the floor and bleed.
like that sound is just him getting upright, and then there's like a whole other like for him getting out of the chair, and there are several numbers of for him getting up the stairs.
Well, all right then.
And when he comes back down, the crossbow bolt has been removed, the wound has been healed, and he resumes his position on the couch. You see, Holt, hard work pays off later, but laziness pays off right now.
Can't relate.
Thunk.
Well, he probably deserved that one, Einara.
Yeah.
Yeah, that if you throw one of those two critters against an 8th level group, that would be a TPK.
Don't tempt me.
Though actually, the daughter of Shub-Niggurath may just be a like weird group sex scene.
Yeah, that's what I meant by don't tempt me.
Yeah, I wouldn't put
We've
that
got some
past us.
stuff to do yet. It all depends on which direction you guys plan to go after your little fetch quest. Which I'm looking
Surface
forward
word,
to
hopefully.
immensely. I mean, hopefully, considering the water-breathing potions will only last for a number of hours. Anyway.
Oh god, I have to stop watching this.
Or you could continue watching it. I mean, you know, your choice. Jesus Christ. I mean, now you understand something about Bilal's life.
I can definitely see why he would be away from home as much as possible.
Oh god, she shoots him again!
Well, I'm going to try and find Clementine.
Also, that is
Unless
just one
I'm
goofy
needed
looking
elsewhere.
dude.
It looks like he might have some Sharpie on his face.
Like the eyebrows. Anyway, so yeah, Holt, you find Clementine with, no issue.
Oh,
She's just
excellent.
sweeping up some dust that is finally not replenishing itself.
Hey, Clem.
Oh, hey, Holt. How'd the walk back go?
Yeah, just fine. Your grandfather mentioned Dratters, and I guess some of Solandra's paranoia must have rubbed off on me. So I walked them back.
That's fair.
How did the curse lifting go?
Not much to report. Messy.
Hmm.
Very messy. But other than that, it went just fine. Faster than I thought it would be.
I suppose the matriarch wanted to have it lifted as quickly as possible.
I expected her to, kind of take her time with it, but she was all business.
Let's get down to business to sacrifice the thralls. Sorry, I just generated a beholder named Dork. Dhorq. Dork, the beholder. He certainly is. Anyway.
There's this one book. It's something in the abyss, but the premise was that demon, so D man. So if you have a equivalent of an orc, it's a dork.
Fuck off. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely filing that away.
Filing that
Reasons.
away for later. Shit, that's good.
Shit.
It's like, what's that line? Right, DBZ abridged. Well, do you have a better name for an attack? Hellzone grenade. No, that's shit. Nail gun. Fuck, that's good. I'm not using it, but I'm saving the Hellzone grenades for later. Anyway. Holt, you miraculously succeed on your sense motive roll. Clementine isn't being candid with you.
I think if you sweep any harder, you're going to start eroding the floor. Yeah.
That's just part of the natural rhythm of things. Wait, what? Sorry, I
Yeah.
zoned out there hard for a minute. How would you walk back?
Holt gives you a scrutinizing look. It was fine. Clementine, you know that you seem bothered.
Hmm.
I can understand why. It must have been difficult to see a family member that act. I can only guess what it was like to witness.
I mean, it. I thought that it would be easier because I'd sort of made peace with that it had to be done. And I thought it would be sort of hypocritical if I just hid from it and let my Grandma do the dirty work?
I don't think that she would have thought less of you, but I do think it was brave of you to bear witness.
She wanted me to help with it, and I couldn't. And so she shot me in the head and then worked blood magic on me. But that's done now.
Holt just sort of clenches his hands into fists. Looks like he's gonna say something, but thinks better of it. She shouldn't have done that.
No, probably not. But that's over now. And I got all the stuff we need to go after the vampires.
Good. Then we should leave here before I do something that ends with my head being removed from my shoulders.
You're a good friend, Holt. Thank you.
Of course, Clem. Now I kind of wish I was here
Ah,
instead of goofing off with your grandfather.
well, you would like the gun that she has. Adamantine bullets, I think, if the hole in the back of my skull was anything to judge by.
Halt. Make a wisdom check.
Sure. A 2.
The nature of the events are lost on you. Clementine, you make a wisdom check. Also, your attributes have been restored.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. All right, Clem makes a wisdom check. Oh, what a waste! Nat 20 for a. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna remove that -4 real quick. Nat 20 for a 24.
What were Holt's words? It's a good thing I wasn't here and not goofing off with your grandfather.
Yeah.
Do you think that was an accident?
Shit. Sorry, I just saw that message that you sent for the ice cold thing. What was that in reference to?
Oh, that was just Dogo commenting in general.
Gotcha.
But consider, Clementine, maybe your grandfather is more devoted to the family than you know.
That. I mean, he's kind of just a lazy, chill dude.
He's the black sheep.
Is he a lazy, chill dude? Or does he use his lazy, chill dudeness to advance the machinations of House Luerta?
I mean, look, if he knew what was gonna go down as far as Grandma shooting me in the head and then working blood magic on me, I don't think that he would have just let that happen.
He doesn't have to know that that's going to happen. He just needs to know that Solandra won't get involved because it makes her squeamish, and Holt needs to not be there because he'll lose his temper.
I mean,
Have you played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines?
I have. Clem hasn't.
Do you remember Tourette?
No.
So when you talk to the Baron of Santa Monica, Therese/Jeanette Vorman, you can choose and elect for them to consolidate their differences. And if they do that, they keep pretending like they don't like each other. That way they can use that as leverage against their enemies. It's an
Gotcha.
old tactic, but it's very effective. If you keep an enemy going that doesn't actually cause you any harm, anyone who tries to ally with them is surely a threat to your power. And anyone who allies with you is surely a threat to them. And if you're really working together, then that's a sure sign of who you actually need to fight.
Oh shit.
Hashtag got her.
Shit.
Now, pardon me while what year is this out of here? Wait, that's illegal.
That's illegal. People can't do that.
Clem, you have learned something of skullduggery this day.
I wanted to give
my
a
skull
nod
got
to
dug
your
all right.
Renal.
What was that, the Cap?
I wanted to give a nod to your excellent play.
I mean, I just made it up right now, but it makes perfect sense.
It does make perfect sense. You didn't have to tell me that.
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh. I need to let everyone know that I am not a mastermind. I'm just making all this up after the fact to justify the things that I do.
Yes, I knew that already.
I
I
shouldn't
saw you
expect
play.
everyone to meticulously
I-
plan.
I saw you play Reed. So
Oh my god! That's true. You saw me play Reed, so you know I'm really just making this up. And if something sticks, my god, do I run with it.
yep, you do.
And man, sometimes that's all you need.
Grabbing some fries real quick.
The one that I was surprised you bit on with Reed was the whole Zentarum thing with what was her name?
Gemna Gold Silver.
Yeah, Gleam Silver.
Gleam Silver, pardon me.
Yeah, and or Reed's mistress with a capital M.
Capital M. That's how she is in the book. Like, there's a couple of mistresses, lowercase m's. They get paid off. There's a capital M mistress, and she's on retainer. Don't you ask about it. Don't you fucking ask. What's up with the mistress? Capital M, boss. You shut your fucking mouth. Aw, I wanted to ask what Clementine said, but that's gone.
Pigeon's over here shoveling fries into her fry hole.
I mean, that's fair.
Would you kindly hand me one fry?
Would you kindly?
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, how many fries are there? I haven't even looked.
I think I have to play through
Oh.
Bioshock 1 again, because I need to get Would You Kindly.
Yeah, would you do that for the channel? Or are you just gonna, like, do it on your own?
Oh, I already played through Bioshock 1 for the channel.
Making me go back through the archives to watch it in 420p.
Oh hey, I have a book recommendation for you guys if you're interested.
Oh, hit me.
Absolutely.
It's called One of Us, and it's I can't remember the name of the author right now, but it is a. Do you recognize that reference?
Would You Kindly? No.
No, One of Us was the name of the book.
Oh!
No.
You recognize the reference, right, Ronald?
No, I'm only familiar with it as a reference.
It's from the movie Freaks. Like an old black and white film, where essentially at the end, the freaks go and kind of kill some people who are persecuting the freaks. So, and that was the chant that they had at the end of the movie. But this book is like supposes that there is a plague that affects newborn children, and causes them
We are famished. Yes.
causes them to be variously mutated. And so the book takes place like around 15 years after that starts, and the kids have all been placed in these really horrible homes, and are treated like around as badly as one can imagine. And then they start developing powers. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll read the fuck out of that. What's it called?
One of Us. And it takes place in the South to make it even better.
Oh, beautiful.
So someone had a line, and it essentially how much she missed the North, where people would call you a fucking asshole instead of saying bless your heart. It means exactly the same thing.
Oh, oh,
Mm.
oh, shot through the heart.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, so Clementine, you figure all that out.
Pitch isn't there.
Ah, fuck.
Pitch is right here next to me, eating. Take them with you. Take them with you and go back to your computer so Clementine and Holt can continue talking. Please, just don't leave the vinegar on my desk. What am I gonna do? Drink it? You're not an asshole.
What's wrong with drinking vinegar?
Do you dare me?
No.
Reynolds, do you dare me?
No, I know
No.
you'll do it.
I love
Do
vinegar.
it.
No, bitch, give it back. What? I don't give a fuck. It's apple cider vinegar. It's not even that bad.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Balsamic vinegar is actively tasty.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I have some peach balsamic that I bought from a lovely couple of lesbians at a farmer's market, and it is my treasure.
Yeah, I've seen peach balsamic. I think it tasted it.
It's an excellent addition to fruit salsa.
It's like a dark burnt orange color, right?
Yeah. I could drink that shit right out of the bottle.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
I have. I have, in fact. Mostly just to freak Pidge out. Pidge!
Alright, one by one.
Hurry up! You have to go to bed in like an hour.
So I am using rather than being upstairs in my very hot office, I'm using my 55-inch TV as my monitor for my laptop.
Mm.
And
Genius.
So, and I am
Thank you for your patience.
I have blown up the Solandra's the image of Solandra from the artist.
Yeah.
And I am now looking at the details in the Hydra, and at like bigger than my own arm size, they still look good.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be saving my pennies to commission that artist as well.
yeah, she's amazing. I was actually thinking about my next one with her because like I have this very solid image in my head of this Warforged.
The Warforged guy.
Yeah. So the part I'm trying to figure out how to do is the mask of many faces, because I would like to be able to convey the, like him in the process of removing the mask, and like as a separate thing, like an actual mask, and the illusion fading around him. So
I kind of picture it a little bit like a Scanner Darkly.
Mhm.
If you've ever
Interesting.
seen it.
Yeah, I actually I've read the book. I haven't seen the movie version.
It's interesting. It's an interesting exercise in digital rotoscoping. But the like shifting identity suits that the folks wear it's a really interesting effect. I'll see if I can find the scene and link it to you.
Cool.
It's pretty wild.
It's time for some incredibly dank blood magic. Thank you.
You're welcome. But Pidge, do you explain any of this to Holt? Or do you guys just boogie on out of here?
I give Holt kind of sorry, the fries just totally addled my mind. Cap, what did I tell Holt already? I told her that Grandma shot me in the head.
Yeah, he said that, and then he was like, "Well, I'm glad that I wasn't here instead of because I probably would have done something that would have gotten me beheaded."
Right.
You had the
This place
revelation
is-
that. Go ahead,
This
Dave.
place is making me regret. This place is making me regret not taking the natural disaster hex.
Do you share your revelation with Holt that he was probably kept out? by your grandfather as a distraction.
Nope. But I do kind of give him a few of the details on how it happened. Like that she posed everyone, shot them in different ways so that the blood fell and managed to make that pattern. And I can't imagine how long she'd been preparing for it, and I hate to imagine how many times she practiced it.
What's even scarier is she didn't. She didn't even know what she was going to do until we told her.
Yeah, Clementine, make a spellcraft roll.
You got it. Ugh. An unnatural 20.
You're pretty sure that, like, it wasn't a matter of
You guys still there?
planning, it was just a
Yeah,
matter
I'm
of
still there.
skill.
Sorry,
Oh,
Discord just shit itself.
Everything got really quiet.
Reynolds?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Reynolds?
He's still technically on the chat.
President Reynolds?
Might have lost our illustrious DM.
Oh god. All the cans are down. Oh, we in a hard restart now. We gotta proclagiarize the network. Damn, son. Oh boy. Oh, there was an update. Okay, that makes sense. Very unopportune time for an update. We'll be right back after these technical difficulties.
Back!
Yeah, I don't know what
He
the
was.
fuck just happened.
Yeah, someone tripped over a wire.
Nah, man, the modem's right here next to my desk. I mean,
like a power line.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave, what were you talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that William F. Buckley was Ronald Reagan's intellectual mentor, so he has a lot to answer for.
Oh, cool, another grave to piss on.
Super soaker full of cat pee.
Ronald Wilson Reagan. Anyway, so where the fuck did we leave off?
Holt and Clementine were having a chat.
Yes. Okay. So you were having a chat. Scoobity bop, blibbity blop. Clementine did not reveal that Bilal was doing family shenanigans.
Nope.
And then what did Clementine say?
Sorry, I'm trying to remember.
You described a bit of what
Oh, yeah. And I did a spellcraft roll.
But you got a 24. Right?
Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
Right. What was that on exactly?
The spellcraft.
Right.
Because Clem was like, how do I, did Grandma know what she was doing?
Right. She knew what she was doing, but she didn't do it sort of off the cuff. It was just like, yeah, I've done this before. Like, there's such a wealth of experience there. And, like, when it comes to executing blood magic against your own kin, it's super easy.
You've already got that blood in you.
Right? Now I just have to make it do what I want.
Light on fire.
Well, how much blood is there left? I mean, she's like 8 generations up.
Enough, evidently.
If you don't feel safe here, Clem, we don't have to stay.
No,
Again,
it's fine.
is it?
It's fine enough.
You don't think she's going to try attacking you?
No, she was trying to tug the leash and I pulled back instead.
It may not have been what she wanted in the moment. I think that it's important you did that.
Thanks. I think so too. But
I think that she would lose more respect for you if you completely subservient.
you didn't see her face. But it's a good point. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Exactly. And you made a choice that you could. That's really the most important thing.
But we've got what we need to get to the vampires, and that's what's important.
What did she give you? So,
Clementine produces the papers.
Papers of the mark.
Hmm.
You know, you flash these in someone's face and say, fuck off, and off they will fuck. Generally speaking.
Nice.
Within reason, we can't go, breaking down the whole slave system
I mean, consider it like a
without.
Consider it like a Fallout New Vegas disguise. You can't, like, just wear a Caesar's Legion uniform and go up to Caesar and be like, yep, I'm Caesar's Legion. But you can dress up in a Caesar's Legion uniform and walk to another Caesar's Legion guy and be like, yep, another day in Caesar's Legion. They'll be like, it's pronounced Kaiser. And you're like, I'm a new recruit. My name's Pat. And they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you join.
Well, of course they wouldn't like that, but that's not exactly why we're going into their lands. It's more a reminder for you and Solandra than me.
I mean, if we're not going there to.
We're
Oh,
going
yeah.
there to stop them from messing with Drax and stopping them from stirring up the graveyard. That's why we're going there.
Which we're going to do by destroying their source of power.
We don't have the time or the resources for that.
We'll agree to disagree on that one. And Clem folds her little papers back in her pocket and trots off to go find Solandra.
Alright. Here I am. Let's stick and Hope just grumbles and starts walking back to the foyer where he left below.
Hey, Clem. You ready to get out of this shithole?
Ready.
You okay?
Tired. I'm not used to taking hits in a fight like that. And That Minotaur knocked me silly.
Yeah, he was a nasty customer. But he really didn't like getting glitter bombed. That was pretty fucking funny.
I wish I had a photographic memory so I could keep that face forever.
It's like, I think he disliked losing his dignity around as much as he disliked losing his knee.
Yeah. Some people are like that. And Clem just kind of nods towards Holt as he comes through the door behind them. Well, much as I want to get moving, do we want to spend the night here in Coop?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was pretty tapped out for certain types of spells, so I had to meditate. But um, I'm good now. But if you need the rest, I have plenty of stuff I can do. I'm still doing some research.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably for the best that we all don't sleep at the same time in this place.
Uh,
I'm not saying that they're going to kill us. I'm saying they might get little samples of our bodies or something like that.
Ooh.
Your great granddam.
Ooh.
Well, you don't want any pieces of yourself with her.
I mean, we've already got each other's blood.
Yeah, but if she does type magic, I think she does, based on what her kin said, then it's, having actual samples of your blood, not a good thing.
It's fine. She'll build a phylactery. Who cares?
Alright, well, I'm gonna get some shut-eye.
So, Ronald, I have been very careful the entire time at this place that I prestidigitate things away. I
Yep.
don't leave. I don't leave any stool. I don't leave any. I don't leave anything.
Understood.
Pass without a trace.
Make a wisdom roll.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you can only be so careful. Even elves
I can
make mistakes.
I can apply my intelligence to this.
Nah, it's a matter of wisdom. Like, it's a matter of, like, paying attention. Like, you succeeded your intelligence roll and you're like, I shouldn't leave this behind. But wisdom is the execution of the technique you're trying to accomplish.
Ugh, crap. Well, it's a 15.
You're pretty sure you didn't leave anything behind, but I would say that literally no matter what you rolled.
I know.
You could have rolled a 2 and I've been like, well, you're pretty sure you didn't leave anything behind.
Yep.
But you have some sort of metatextual knowledge of how well you've been keeping yourself to yourself. Holt, do you also sleep, or do you just fucking nope?
I nope for a while, but eventually I would like to get some sleep.
Oh boy. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Oh boy. Can I roll the knot? Oh. Or worse things, I suppose.
Hey, how long has it been since we descended from District 4?
He would ask me that. It's been, with this sleep, so let's change that to 21, change that to 19. Two, 4 days? You want to say? So I'd send it into that. Yeah.
I got a long way to go before I finish my retraining.
No, it must be longer than that. How long did it
Well,
take us to reach the dragon?
Yeah, we spent a night with the dragon.
Spent a night with the dragon.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You spent
my.
more than a night.
Yeah. So that's 2, and then Bilal found us in our rope trick day 3. And then day 4 we arrived at the Drow City.
Well, we were in the Cat City for like a day, weren't we?
Or were we? I thought we
What did we?
arrived there and just left.
Oh, I thought we were there for a little bit, but maybe not.
Does anyone remember whether or not we slept there?
I don't believe we did.
I don't think we did.
It was like a good chunk of a day down there from District 4, I thought. Maybe not.
Call it 6 days, and I will start keeping track.
I was gonna say, call it 6 days and call me in the morning.
Alright, so it's around 7 days since I started retraining.
I've started keeping track.
Oh, Jesus. I rolled a 1 for a total of a 5.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh boy.
Call upon Mother Gaia, you idiot.
Help, Mom.
And Shub Niggurath answers an Aklo.
That's all I'll tell you, Pidge.
Oh.
Also, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did they film that scene?
The blood wave?
Yeah. Did they just fill an elevator with fucking blood?
Yes.
Or with some sort of
I mean, I
fluid?
feel like Stanley Kubrick is enough of a madman that he probably did do that.
It's not. I am 90% sure it's not actual blood.
Oh no, it's not actual blood.
Like,
Like, you know what?
Oh,
Like, you know what? I'm with you on that one. There's a 10% chance that he's just like, we gotta kill a lot of pigs.
this is The Shining, right? You're
Yes.
talking about the scene in one of the scenes where the kid's like seeing the tide of blood coming towards him down the corridor.
Well, it's not even
Yeah.
like he's seeing it. Like it's just a thing that sort of pops into him that tells him this place is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. With Kubrick involved, it could have been that he decided he went to a slaughterhouse and got some.
I'm gonna need a lot of blood.
More likely, it's like a lot of Caro syrup, but you know.
I mean, when I worked in a haunted house and we were all like brainstorming ideas for rooms, I was like, "Hey, what if we did like a Saw themed room where you have to get a key out of a bucket of blood?" And I was like assuming that everyone would be like, "Yeah, like fake blood." And someone was like, "Yeah, we could go to the butcher." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. No, I'm not making people dig through actual blood."
I would make people dig through actual blood.
There's a brand of theatrical blood called Kensington.
It's the best. It's the best blood in the business.
Took 3 takes and 9 days to set up for each take.
Wow, really? They used Kensington Gore?
Yeah.
Fucking Monty Python used Kensington Gore. That's the good shit.
Was that from what, the Holy Grail when he chopped the limbs off,
Yep.
or the?
All of the blood, and like anytime something like that happens, like it's all Kensington Gore props and scripts and stuff. Wow,
The vocal button.
I didn't know that they were actually that good. Because like John Cleese mentions it, he's like, "Oh yes, we got the blood from Kensington Gore. They're the best in the business." And I was like, "What? There's a blood business?"
It's a big industry for movies.
Sure.
I mean, like, Quentin Tarantino probably employs an entire company. So,
Keeps them afloat.
and good old John Peckinpah back in the day.
Anyway, has everyone rested?
Fitfully.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're gonna drop something else on me, this isn't too bad.
No, that's it.
Alright. Cool. Thanks.
No trip to hell
Mm-mm.
or the abyss.
Nope.
It was manufactured by a retired British pharmacist, John Tyngate. Huh. Oh, Alfred Hitchcock used Bosco chocolate syrup. Since the film was in black and white, the color did not matter. What was important was the consistency. Interesting.
Thank you for that meme. That's fantastic. But yeah, no, I'm definitely rested. Surprisingly so.
Sorry, that's a good meme. I am awake. My spell slots have been restored. Whether or not I am rested is a matter of personal
Opinion.
definition. Clem and Toby rejoined the group.
Rejoin the group. Hmm. Can I take a look at that map, Clem?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Looking at the map, is there any indication as to how long a journey we have ahead of us?
It's gonna take you about 4 days at a good pace, 3 days at a grueling pace.
4 days is fine. If I can find a pen. I cannot. I do not have any writing utensils at my desk. This is a travesty. Does the map say that we are to come across a vampire city?
You will find a sort of like cursed tunnel hamlet.
Okay. Wrote it down. Thank you. I'll be just shy of being able to Godspeed.
Oh shit.
Hmm. 20. Okay.
Have you guys seen the original Fright Night?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movie vampires.
It's fantastic. Really terrifying. I saw that around the same time that I watched like American Werewolf in London.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. I mean, the special effects now look ridiculous, but they were great at the time.
I still think they're really cool.
Yeah, it's all practical stuff. So the transformation effects are amazing. It's the actual creature when it's fully functional is a little awkward looking. But the Fright Night, I just loved the that character. He was just very. He was better than the rest of the movie. That was.
Stole the show.
Yep. My favorite scene was like when he just sort of casually his use of strength is very casual. So he does something like he's locking the mother into her room, and he just gently tugs on the door, and the door frame just cracks. So and he's sort of whistles "Strangers in the Night" as he's doing it. So it's just like I don't know. I always the blood made me think of Fright Night. 220 days.
Do you guys do anything in between your travels and the Darkburg?
So I have to make sure to exit through the main gate, but you two probably should not.
Sounds good.
I'll meet you outside.
All right.
With Bilal's assistance, you guys are able. Well, I mean, like even with your own magical abilities, you guys are able to circumvent security flawlessly.
What about Alter Self? Is that good enough to since it's a transformation?
Alter Self is not good enough.
Okay.
Do you have
Just
a
curious.
higher level glamour?
Not for changing my appearance. Clementine might.
Not for changing other people.
You could turn other people into animals.
Into animals, yeah.
I mean, if you guys don't mind being bats for a while, you guys can just be bats for a while.
That's true. I can do that. That's no problem.
I do have a request before we leave. 1 second. Protection from evil.
Or I could just teleport us out to like someplace we've already been.
Doable.
Very doable.
Does it in terms of the map? Can we do we have to go through the city in order to get to the map, or do we? Is there?
You, strangely enough, you're going on a different route through the Underdark to the the vampire counts. So you can't like go the route that the other family was taking. The map is like don't.
All right, so maybe your approach is the best, Clem. How about some non-detection, just so they don't, in case they have anything, they won't know.
Good combination.
Yeah.
So y'all boogie on out.
Yep.
And you hit the road again.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
And I mean, like, the only things that would possibly molester you are things that you guys could house.
Fuck, echolocation. That's awesome.
It's pretty wicked.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah. Fuck, even hold on to me, Clem. I have to create a spell to do that. That's pretty nifty. Slender starts experimenting with like squeaking noises.
So
If you guys can hear a loud rumbly noise, purring his heart out.
So you guys head up for 3 days, and you come upon an underground town. What the fuck?
Is it on the map?
Yep. This is supposed to be the Undead Burg.
Huh.
Doesn't look like anyone lives here.
Lives being the operative word.
Hey.
Hey, can Gemma protect your mind at all?
No.
All right, just don't make eye contact with anyone.
Holt, it's time for you to learn some Sabbat techniques. Did you know that if you try to dominate a Sabbat archagent, they can rip their own eyes out as a reflexive action?
I did not know that.
Nice try, asshole. I mean,
Hey,
at
can
that
I-
point, they're reduced to their Auspex ability and trying to detect you, but fuck it. I have free will.
You know something before we arrived one night, I logged onto the consortium and I got some wraparound gargoyle shades for Holt.
What the hell are those?
But, you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's shades from Terminator 2.
Oh, I mean, they won't protect you, but, you know.
Oh, look
Well,
cool.
Oh well.
That being
Does
said,
that add anything to my intimidation bonus?
it definitely gives you a +2 bonus.
As
Sorry,
if I
it's
needed
something
that.
about not knowing where your target is looking. You're just like, oh man, I'm a little more spooked. All right. That being said, as you approach this dead town, we're gonna cut it.
Oof.
Downtown.
What's that line from what's that line from Salem's Lot? Salem's Lot was dead and nobody knew it.
Yeah, that book was so good.